Hello, I am Mani Malarvanan. In this video, we will look into how we can use the data to make business decisions in marketing analytics. We will see how we can collect data from various sources and use it to decide what course of actions we can take based on the data that we collect. See, one of the main advantage of using data-driven marketing analytics is you are using the data to make the decisions. First and foremost, that's a very critical point. You are not uh, guessing what actions to take and whether that action is going to work or not. You will start a marketing campaign. You collect the data. Even within 1 day or 1 hour, you can collect the data and see how well the marketing campaign is going on. Based on that decision, you can change the course of actions, what you need to do to identify and fix the issues if there is anything you can do to improve the marketing campaign to attract more users. Say, for example, you are working for a company to do an email campaign to have more users visiting to their website, and you send 1,000 emails. And then within sending the 1,000 emails, you can collect the data, how many emails are successfully being sent, how many emails are successfully opened by the customers, and how many users read it, and how much they read, and what part of the email they clicked, and after clicking, how long they stayed on your website. All those data points you can collect within an hour of email campaign, within an hour of starting the email campaign. So you should be able to collect this data and store it in a backend system and then start using those data through various graphs and dashboards and identify all this data. And if there is anything you need to change, you can change. For example, if you want to change the image, or if you want to change the link, if you want to change the content of the blog that you have sent in the link, all the data points you can collect, and using that you can make business decisions to attract more customers and ultimately make your marketing campaign successful. So the one of the main goal in the marketing analytics is to collect the data. And then the big data analytics has been growing for the past 10 years. Since 2021, it has been growing on a much larger pace on each and every year. And it's going to grow to a staggering 655 billion dollars by 2029. Either you are a small marketing agency, or a one-person marketing company, or a mid-sized marketing company, or a large marketing agency. All this you need to start collecting data and use the data to make the your marketing decisions for your customers. So that's the one of the foremost thing in the data-driven marketing campaign. So any campaign you use for your customers, you need to start collecting it, and you need to have proper tools and technology to view the data in proper graphs so that you can understand and improve your marketing campaign. Its bottom line is you need to understand each and every individual customer's behavior and predict what they are going to do in the future, and then adjust the campaign accordingly. So there are several different types of marketing analytics are there. Let's go through one by one. Descriptive analytics. In this, you understand what happened in the past. Say you can able to collect historical data, last month marketing campaign or last year marketing campaign, and then you can identify within that marketing campaign how many users successfully registered, or how many users successfully purchased it over a period of 1 year. And then within that 1 year, you can identify which month or which week there is a peak volume, and what are all the weeks there is a no volume or less volume, and identify what you did on those peak periods. So maybe it is a Black Friday, and you gave a discount, your customers gave a discount, so more users came in. Or you ran a promotional campaign, particular promotion campaign attracted more users than other campaigns. You can able to collect all these details and then understand worked, what didn't work. So that is a descriptive analysis. And then predictive analytics is using the past behavior. You can predict what marketing campaign will work, what course of actions the users will take. That is the predictive analytics. So now there are tools and technologies there to use those pretty simply to understand how the users are going to behave in the future based on their past performance. And then the prescriptive analytics is determining the best course of actions, what you need to do, what type of actions you can do so that you can attract more customers, you can be more successful in your future campaigns. See, your entire marketing campaign data-driven analytics is based on these three principles, these three types of analytics. And there are tools and technologies are available for you to do the marketing campaign. In this channel, we have been talking about lot about Web3 marketing. So the same principles would apply for both Web2 marketing and Web3 marketing. It doesn't matter whether you are working on a Web2 marketing campaign or a Web3 marketing campaign. All these three types of principles you need to start using if you are not already using it in your marketing campaign. So the summarizing the historical data to understand patterns and trends. You collect the data. See, this historical data could be anything in the past is historical data. It could be 1 day or 1 week or 1 month. So you collect the data and then you use various visual graphs and tools and dashboards to understand and identify what exactly happened and which actions have had a successful uh, purchase of e-commerce site. If you are managing an e-commerce site, you can identify which action successfully added more products to the shopping cart, and then customers ultimately click the purchase button to purchase those products. You can identify that and then use the same pattern or maybe tweak it so that you will attract it, and then you measure it. And the next day you can measure what type of actions they did yesterday, and then fine tune the marketing campaign to attract more customers, and then you ultimately identify what actions they took to get the more customers. Like that you can keep going each day or each week for your customers to make them more engaged with your product or services, whatever you are selling. See, that's the whole point of this data driven approach. You are not judging what type of actions would work. It's all based on data. And then with the current chat GPT world, anything you can ask a simple English type questions. You can ask, okay, based on previous actions, what type of actions I need to do. Then the data we collect, the tools can able to help you to say, it will give you in plain English what type of actions you need to do. It would tell that send a email campaign or send a social media campaign, post it in X or post it in Facebook. It will tell if you post it in Facebook, you get 30% more customer click than posting it in X. All those informations you can able to ask questions and get answer using the various tools and technologies are available for you to make your marketing campaign success. So there are various examples are there. We can go through that and see which one is going to work, which one is not going to work. In the descriptive analytics, in the retail sector, you can identify the best selling product during holidays. You can pretty much identify which product is selling, which social media platform is working. All those you can able to identify by collecting the data. And then in the e-commerce, you can use the cross-selling techniques, the frequency of purchased items by the customers. You can do that. Say, for example, If you are managing for one company as a e-commerce website, and the same company also wants to identify and see how many new registrations they can happen, like that. If you have that type of marketing campaign, you can use the tools to send a email message or a social media campaign, making them to come to and register. Once they register, you can give some incentives like a 30% discount or a 40% discount. By doing that, you can see how many people are clicking. You may see 30% more people clicked, or maybe 20% less people clicked. All the data informations we collect, it's all stored in the tools, and then you can use the front end graphs to identify how well the marketing campaign worked. So you need to have good analytical tools for that, so that you can able to use those tools to understand and identify what course of actions you need to take in the future to attract more customers. In the predictive analytics, as we discussed earlier, you can use the historical data. So the historical data could be the past. It could be even within the day. The past hour could be an historical data to do what you need to do in the next hour. So you can able to fine tune and adjust the marketing campaign. But generally, they talk about in historical means the last month data or last year data, and then identify and segment the customers. This another important thing you can do is that using those data, you can able to segment the customers. Segmentation meaning the low value users, mid value users, and high value users. The low value users could be coming only once a week, and the mid value would be coming twice a week. And then the high value customers are customers visiting your website almost on a regular basis every day. Or you can come up with the based on the purchase volume they did, purchase dollar value they did. You can able to group the people, segment the people, and then create a marketing campaign to attract those segments. All these are possible using the tools and technologies that we have, for you to predict what type of actions would give you maximum results. Say for example, um, now with the integration of chat gpt type large language models, you can ask questions, which type of customers are likely to churn. So you can identify, what, this particular customer registered in our website and they paid annual membership, and they did not use the product. They didn't even log in for the last 2 3 months. So those customers may not renew their contract, registration or subscription next year. You can identify those customers and send a email or call them. Hey, you haven't logged in for the last 2 months. What's going on? Is there anything we can do to help you? And they may say that, yeah, we tried and there were some issues and we didn't have time to look. And you can fix the issue and you can help them to understand. You can fine tune those type of marketing campaigns and understand the user's behavior, and then adjust your marketing campaign accordingly. And there are various machine learning algorithms are there. You don't have to know about those things. As a marketing agency or a marketing company, you don't have to worry about all those. There is a regression analysis, time series analysis, and various machine learning models are there for you to go through and understand. So all those are all implemented in the various tools that whatever tools you use to do the performance analysis using the data. So all those techniques will help you to identify which users are going to be not registering or not extending their membership next year. And then you proactively start calling them, start sending emails them, and then understanding their issue and fixing, so that they will continue their annual registration membership as the time goes. And then in the predictive analytics applications, the customer retention is always the number one goal for all the customers. And as a marketing agency, that would be your main goal for your customers you are working to retain the customers. So you can able to identify and group the customers, high risk customers and low risk customers and mid risk customers, and try to analyze them and then understand their pain points and fix it. And you work with your companies, your customers, and try to see what they need to do to fix the issues so that they can continue to use their services. And then you can also use the predictive analysis for personalized recommendations. So, for example, as we all know, the Netflix uses your clicking habits and then collect the data. And based on that, now they are creating movies to attract customers. Even before they start uh, creating the movies, they know which type of customers would use it. And then they will take the movie and put it in Netflix, and then they will analyze how many users are going to use it. Did we predict correctly? And is there anything we need to change? And then they continuously tweak their data, use the data to tweak their model to attract more customers. Their bottom line goal is to make you engaged with the Netflix as long as possible, so that you will be happy for the monthly subscription that you are paying. It's not like coming and buying and then closing the website and moving to some other website. So they want you to continually watch their programs or movies or whatever they have on their channel, so that you'll be continuously engaged, and you will be happy about your monthly subscriptions. So all there are, irrespective of market, one way or the other, all the customers are started using data to analyze. All the big companies, they all have their own data collection methodologies, and then they use it to understand and fine tune their marketing campaigns. So that's one of the main risk of using these tools. This You need to make sure that the data you collect is not violating any of the laws. So there are various international laws, local laws are there. You need to make sure that the tools that you are using obeys those laws, and then they are not violating any of the laws. And then in this descriptive analytics overview, um, recommends action to take to achieve the desired outcomes. See, this is basically based on the past. You can able to identify what course of actions you need to take in your marketing campaign. So that's one of the main thing in the tools that you use. It should tell, okay, these are all the data we collected, and you specified these are all the goals you specified. Based on that, it will give you, even there are tools are available to give you to the simple actions you need to take. Okay, you need to send a marketing campaign by posting it in a X or Twitter in this particular time. Because if you post it in this particular time on in this particular day, based on the previous data, you will get a 40% click-through rate. So all like that. The tools and technologies that you use, that would tell for you to adjust your marketing campaigns and what course of actions you need to take. So it's as simple as asking what should we do next for optimal results. That's a very general statement, right? So you need to ask, that's based on that, you can ask a very specific questions using the tools based on the customer. So for a e-commerce customer, you can ask what I need to do to improve the shopping cart click, what I need to do to have customers put more items into shopping cart, and which day I can give the discount so that so that I can attract more customers. So there's a lot of these questions you can ask based on your customer domain that you are serving. The same question you can ask if you are working for a, uh site that is interested to have more customers registering. You can ask what I need to do to improve the registration rate. Do I need to send email campaign, or do I need to uh, do anything else? All those questions you can ask and get answers. And also the another important thing is you can also use the data to do the A/B testing. Say you have launching a new website for a Web3 company, and they want you to come up with a strategy to see which website is attracting more customers. So in that, you can come up with a way using the tools. You can launch the website and then two different types of website, and then monitor the number of visitors visiting and the number of visitors staying for a longer time. So one website may have users staying 40% more time than the second website. Then you can see, attract those customers and identify why they spend more time on the first website but not on the second website. Maybe the image, maybe the color, maybe the time of the campaign, all those things matters. So you can collect those data and you can ask those questions based on the A/B testing that the tools provide you to do. So one of the thing in the A/B testing is the comparing two campaigns versions. You can have within the marketing campaign, you can send a different email letter and then try to find out which newsletter is attracting more customers. So all those key points you can able to identify using the data that we collect and store it in our database. And then the another important concept is getting popular is moment marketing. Align ads with the real-time events for immediate impact. Say you are posting a social media advertisement. Within posting it, you can identify number of clicks, number of likes, number of comments, and immediately you can able to get the data and then see how well it is going. And then you can collect the data. The next day, you are starting a new marketing campaign or you are posting a new link, and then you can see how well it is performing. And then those 2 days data you can collect and see which day has more clicks, which day has more customer interaction with the post, and then fine tune your marketing campaign, fine tune your posting strategies for the third day. So this could happen, I'm saying days. This could happen within hours, or within an hour. You can have multiple postings, and you can able to collect the data and identify which posting has more users interaction, and then you can follow the same strategy in your future posting. Like that, you can keep improving your marketing campaigns on a real-time basis. You don't even have to wait 1 year or 1 month. You can just do it instantly. So that's what the all the moment marketing, a lot of companies, marketing companies started using it. Ultimately, it helps you to optimize your business and then reduce the spending and improve the results for your customers. That's all it about. So using the data, now all those are possible. So, and then in the data decision making, you always need to have a human in the loop. So you need to make sure the tools and technologies you use, it's not bias based on the data, because once you start using machine learning models, it's all based, since it's based on data, there shouldn't be any bias in the decision making progress. The bias, what I meant was that, okay, if I use only one type of campaign, then the users are only one type of users are coming. So once you have that, then you have a lot more data collected based on that particular group of people. Um, and then if your data didn't have the large volume of groups, then you couldn't be able to do a good judgment based on the data. Say, for example, one particular day you post and lost a lot of African American people clicked it, and then you have only data from that, then you may not have any data based on for non-African American group of people. So you need to make sure that you collect data based on multiple different groups, ethnic people, and then use the data to identify the patterns that's going to help you. And another important thing is, as we discussed early, the privacy concerns. There's a lot of laws are there, GDPR and CCPA. They're very common, and then almost each country has the rules and regulations to manage their citizens' data. So you need to make sure the tools that you are using conforms to those standards. Then the contextual insights. So the data insights must be analyzed within the border of business context. So see, when you are working on these tools and technologies, you need to make sure that you are aligning to your customers' overall business goals. See, if you are working on a particular marketing campaign for a particular task, you still need to understand what their ultimate goal is, whether to improve the customer, whether to improve the shopping cart purchase, clicking the purchase button, or putting more items into the shopping cart, and then fine tune your marketing campaign in an individual marketing campaign to ultimately achieve those overall strategies. So in the descriptive analytics, as we discussed, is understand the past performance and then use it for your future performance. And then the predictive analytics, the forecasting the future outcomes. So use the past data to understand what you need to do in the future. And then in the prescriptive analytics is the recommendations. You can use the tools and technologies to achieve all these three things to make your marketing campaign. Whether it's a small marketing campaign or a large marketing campaign, it doesn't matter. You collect the data and then use these three techniques to understand and fine tune your marketing campaign and ultimately improve the your customer's goal. So one of the another important point we need to discuss is the empowering marketers to optimize campaign and enhance customer experience. Ultimately, as a marketing agency, when you are working in a with a customer for a particular marketing campaign, you need to optimize on a regular basis. This optimization could happen within an hour or within a day, within a month, within a year, based on however way you want to analyze the data, use the data. You need to make sure that you are following those and using the proper tools and technologies uh, to make the marketing campaign successful. And um, as you start collecting the data, using the tools, so you need to make sure the tools company and as a marketer, you both are collecting the data in ethical practices. See, one of the main difference in the Web3 marketing is collecting data compared to Web2. The Web2 is a centralized. We discussed multiple times in previous videos, and if you have any questions, please go check those videos. In multiple campaigns within the Web2, one centralized company can collect all the data. For example, Meta, they collect all the users' data, registration, when they click, what they click, how much time they spent on the and seeing the post, all the data, and they own it. And then they won't share it to anybody. They just use it to do the marketing advertisement for their customers. But in Web3, it's completely different. No single company can own those data. As a individual user, you can take your data and go to a different company. Say, for example, there are various social Web3 social media platforms are coming up. It's not popular like Facebook or Meta, but in the next year or so, slowly more and more users, they are going to attract more and more users are in the Web3 world. That's because as a simple user, say I will have 1,000 followers. And if I don't like the company's policies, then I can take the 1,000 users, go to a different platform, and then start posting it. So all my 100 users, 1,000 users will go to the different site and they will start reading my post. But it's not possible right now in X or Facebook or any of the social media platforms. So when you collect data in Web3, you need to make sure that you are following the users, you are upfront telling the users what you are going to do with the data. You can't just collect the data and start selling to other people. In the same way, in the blockchain, when the data is stored, you don't know who the user is. You need to identify, you need to have a user's permission to identify what transactions they did on the blockchain, whether they purchased a NFT or they sent some money to their customer, their friends and our family's wallet. You can get the data, but you cannot identify which user they did it. So for that, you need to have a user's permission and then connect those data, and then you can able to identify and start doing your marketing campaign based on those data. So that's all I want to discuss in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And we have Web2 and Web3 analytical platforms in our analytic website. You can check it out. You can learn more about our products. And we follow all the ethical data collection principles, and we'll make sure that we follow all the local and international laws in collecting the data and providing a platform for our marketing agencies to do their marketing campaigns, both in Web2 and Web3. So there are so many videos are there in our channel. Please go through and understand. If you have any questions, please let us know. And one final thing, please click subscribe to this channel so that we can improve our videos. We can continuously post more videos. Thank you. Appreciate your time.